Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bruins will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Nice job by the kickoff. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Sent it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero, but, oh boy, it's kind of the opposite.
And the Canes will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give out of the gun. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Caught near the sticks, it's Matthews. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the...
There he goes! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bruins! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Now adjusting. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback running on the draw. Can't get him to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll run the screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They finally make the stop, but what a way to end this first quarter after that fantastic play. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Caught near the sticks. It's Lyle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. DB's right up on the receiver. Looking to scramble. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He'll set up to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here we go on fourth and goal, ground to cover. Looking to throw. Buys a little time. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Miami! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. He'll heave it deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Matthews.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Throwing right. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. They go to the wide receiver screen. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the 30-yard line on first down. To the air on first down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. There he goes. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the tight end. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Bruins want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Grab behind the line, it's Lyle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores, got to push the ball down the field, take more chances.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Might be looking to run. He's taking a deep shot. Makes a grab on the shot. Oh, he's got some space. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got out of trouble and throws. And he dropped it, just didn't whip the thing all the way in.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give as they work on that clock. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
That's just 2 guys being on the same page, and they just dialed up a play that they feel so confident in. They know their quarterback and receiver can go out and execute in this juncture of the game, winning, needing that 3rd down to ice it. That was perfect.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.